old iron, any old iron, any old iron. You look neat, talk about a treat. You look napper from your dabby to your feet. Dressed in style, brand new tile, and your father's old green tie on. I wouldn't give you something for your old watch chain, old iron, old iron. Cool. Just a week or two ago, my poor Uncle Bill went and kicked the bucket and he left me in his will. The other day I popped around to see poor Auntie Jane. She said, your Uncle Bill has left you a watch and chain. I put it on right across my vest. Thought I looked dandy as it dangled on my chest. Just to flash it off, I started walking around about. A lot of kiddies followed me and all began to shout, any old iron, mate, any old iron, any old iron. You look neat to talk about the treat. You look dapper from your napper to your feet. You're dressed in style with a brand new tile in your father's old green tie on. I wouldn't give you something for your old watch chain, old iron, old iron. And now, Fred Spoons would like to give you a solo. Well, Fred.
Well, I'd like to continue the rhythmic melody of what you just heard on my melody spoons. Thank you.
Go on, let me hear that E.P.N.S, Fred. Oh, temperamental, isn't he? Oh, any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. You look neat, talk about the street. Yim bum biddle on your feet. You look nice, dressed in ice. A father's old green tie on. I wouldn't give you something for your old watch chain, old iron, old iron. Oh, you look neat, talk about the treat. You look dapper from your napper feet. You got an old green tie, fair rich you in your eye. Got a monocle sticking in your old bench boy. Butchers in your shoes, blue suede shoes. Don't you roll me daddy, oh, rock away the blues. You got the lolly for the rain and the brand new cane. I wouldn't give you something for your old watch chain, old iron, old iron. Any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. Ooh, you look neat, talk about a treat. You look dapper from your napper to your feet. Cool, top, brand new tie with your father's old green tie on. I wouldn't give you something for your old watch chain, old iron, old iron. Clever neck, you ought to smoke your pipe. Cool, pooh.
I say, you down there.
Hello?
Do you want some old iron?
Yeah. Oh, mate, I've been spun too.
Anyone got a fag? Tar. Is this Burke shown up yet? Oh, Nanny, here he is now.
Well, I'm now in the studio and about to meet the famous Lenny Gunnigan. He's standing just to the left of me here, looking very smart in a silk suit and cashmere cummerbund. Isn't that right, Mr. Gunnigan?
I don't want no autographs, if you don't mind, man.
You don't quite understand. I would just like to interview you.
Well, I'm always glad to meet the press, because the public I can't stand. You understand that I can't stand? It's like this way, man. I was working on a railway, man, and I couldn't stand the public.
Did you personally discover folk music?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, man, but you can say that until I come along, there was only a lot of bohemians singing in cellars. All they was doing was singing this music, man.
And now?
Well, there's a lot of bohemians and me, man.
Well, it's very interesting. And are you anything to do, perhaps, with rock and roll?
Rock and roll? I'm a folk singer, man. I sing blues. Dad, you see, I work songs of the people and the peasants. That's what I sing, because I'm working on a railroad, you understand?
Very well put, especially wearing a 50-guinea suit. Do you travel widely to collect these songs of yours, Mr. Gunnigan?
Oh, yes, every Saturday I go down Doble's Jazz Record Shop and I collect all the latest folk stuff, you know, around the world in 80 days, all this. And all I like to have records that go round, you see?
In the jazz books, they talk about the Deep South, where all this happens. Have you been to the Deep South?
Well, I've been all over, man. You see, I've been Brighton, Portsmouth, Truro, Penzance. I've been all over. I go everywhere in my travels, all over the place, especially to all over.
Now, you have a song that's #1 over here at this very moment. Where did you discover that one, for example?
Well, there was an obscure folk song hidden at the top of an American hit parade, and I made it famous by cutting out all the verses and having one long chorus, like putting on the star chorus, putting on, and one long chorus that was working on a railroad.
Well, it's very fascinating.
And I've just finished work on another song called Land of Hope and Glory.
But surely Land of Hope and Glory, that's a well-known piece, isn't it?
Caught on quick there, clever Dick. Hum the chorus, hum the chorus, hum the chorus.
Well, I don't really hum.
Don't you believe that, boy? Oh, that's a funny joke there.
Yes, very.
You see, every time I go to the pictures they play some no song at the end, I've been working on the chorus. See, I'm putting on the chorus in the cinema on a style. Hey, I'm working in the cinema on the railroad in a style. I'm working in the style on the railroad in the cinema. Hey, I'm putting on, hey, putting on.
Well, I think I'll leave you to get on with it. Goodbye.
Well, there was a man who was working on a railroad, and he was working away on this here railroad, and he got a little old hammer, and he kept hitting them wheels, cause he was working on the railroad. That's it, he was just hitting away and working on the railroad, hitting away them wheels with his hammer. Suddenly one day when I was hitting away them wheels on the railroad with his old hammer, hitting away and wheeling and hammering and wheeling, a fella come up says, "What you doing, man?" He says, "I'm hitting these wheels with my little hammer." He said, "You don't want to hit them wheels. You want to be careful when you're hitting them, cause you've been hitting my leg some of the time." So he said, "Hey, man, I never knew that was your leg. I thought that was a wheel." He said, "Man, I got a wheel that's shaped just like a leg, or the other way around, whichever you prefer." He said, "Man, I just don't care a damn, long as I got something to hit." Then he go tapping a little bit more, and then he stopped tapping. "No, you try and get them taps in as I tell you, man." Well, here we go. John Henry come down from Washington one long hot summer day to bring some water for Sylvie, or was it Nellie Gray? He put away his hammer and parked his chewing gum. But Sylvie didn't dig him, cause nobody loves like an Irishman. Oh, then he gave up women, cause there were none around. And he caught that midnight special and was Alabama bound. He played a little poker with a good old gambling man. That good old gambling man, he lost his shirt and let out one great big gooly dime. He did some great hard traveling without a shirt that was back. From his waistline to his neckline was the well-known Cumberland Gap. Now times are getting hard, boy. They'll be better in a while. For I'm gonna rock me daddy-o and Tom Dooley, and I'm not gonna be a word man, no nobody's child man, because I'm just a great big old square man. And you know, man, something, I dig Brubeck, and I like Ed Thigpen, and man, and Charles Parker, and everyone else around. Only I'm putting on the style, putting on the style, putting on the style, putting on that naughty style, putting on the style. I'm putting on that style, and that style don't quite fit me, man, cause it's a bit tight under the arms, so I think I'm gonna buy myself a new style, one that's got a bit of a drape in the back, man, cause I'm putting on the style. I met her down in Napoli, and didn't she look great? And so I brought her back to Blighty just to show me mates. And though we're married happily, I'll tell you furthermore, I haven't had a decent meal since 1944.
Eat your minestrone, Joe.
That's all you ever say.
Eat your macaroni, Joe.
Every blinking day.
No wonder you're so bony, Joe, and skinny as a rake.
Well then give us a bash at the bangers and mash me mother used to make. Bangers and mash,
Minestrone,
bangers and mash.
macaroni.
Give us a bash at the bangers and mash me mother used to make.
Eat your tagliatelle, Joe.
That's all I've heard for years.
Eat your vermicelli, Joe.
Coming out me ears.
You've got to fill your belly, Joe. Joe, for heaven's sake.
Well then give us a bash at the bangers and mash me mother used
Well,
to
all
make.
right.
Bangers and mash,
Tagliatelle,
bangers and mash.
a vermicelli.
Give us a bash at the bangers and mash me mother used to make. 1943 Allied forces land in Italy. There's a smashing looking bird over there, Bert. I think she's showing out there.
Well, why don't you chat her up then?
Right. Buongiorno, signorina there. Here, are you married?
Drop dead.
Here you are.
can't have a fair answer than that, can you?
I met him back in Italy, so dashing and good looking. He wined me and he dined me every night. He said I smiled so prettily and how he loved my cooking. But since he's married me, it seems he's lost his appetite.
Eat your tagliatelle soft.
That's all you ever say.
Eat your vermicelli soft.
Every blooming day.
You've got to fill your belly soft, soft for heaven's sake.
When they give us a bash at the bangers and mash your mother used to make.
Bangers and the mash.
Minestrone.
Bangers and the mash.
Macaroni.
Give me a bash with the banger and the mash. Was the same one that your mother was. What are you laughing at now? Now, listen, please.
Joe?
Yes?
Why don't you belt up, or I'll give you a punch up a throat?
Now she's a tells me. Ha! Mamma mia.
I need somebody, help, not just anybody, help, you know I need someone, help.
When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I am not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind. I've opened up the door.
Help me, help, for I'm feeling down. Help me get my feet on the ground. Won't you please help me?
And now my life has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. Every now and then, I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I've never done before.
Help me, help, for
Help us if you can. We are feeling down. And we do appreciate your being round. So help us get our feet back on the ground, won't you? Please? Please help us? Please? The church beetle will pass among you, and no foreign coins, please.
I need you like as never before. Help me, help, for I'm feeling down. Help me get my feet on the ground. Won't you please?
They're removing Grandpa's grave to build a sewer. They're removing it regardless of expense. They're shifting his remains to lay down sewage drains to satisfy the local residents. Now what's the use of living like an angel? If when you die your troubles never cease. 'Cause some society gink wants a pipeline for a sink. They won't let dear old Grandpa rest in peace. Oh mate, don't excavate, don't desecrate poor Grandpa's dugout. Oh Fred, although he's dead, he needs a place to rest his head. Now Grandpa Grandpa in his life was not a quitter. And even in his grave he'll never quit. He'll dress up in his sheets and he'll haunt their country seats and only let 'em out when he thinks fit. Now won't there be some blinking consternation? And won't them rotten stinkers curse and rave? They'll get what they deserve, 'cause they had the blinking nerve to muck about with poor old Grandpa's grave. Oh, 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 mate, don't excavate, don't desecrate poor Grandpa's target. Oh, Jim, do pack it in, please let him rest in the pit.
We are removing Grandpa's grave to build a sewer. We are removing it regardless of expense. We are shifting his remains to put in some sewage drains to satisfy the local residents. Now, there possibly may be some consternation. You see, it's the green belt that we've had to save. We shall get what we deserve because we've had the force and verve to excavate that wretched fellow's grave.
Oh, mate, don't excavate, don't desecrate poor Grandpa. Oh, Fred, although he's dead, let him ruminate in peace.
Yes.
Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Listen to the voice in a million as Peter Sellers sings George Gershwin.
George Gershwin.